Hey guys, I'm going to give just a really basic tutorial on just making a wobble. I'm going to try and do it, real step-by-step, beginner, you're just getting started. If you want to actually learn what everything does right now, you're going to want to watch this tutorial. That way you can make your own original sound. If not, I'm going to make another one right after this, and I'm giving away a wobble. I'll put a link to it right over here somewhere, and you can click on that. So we create our new instrument track, software instrument, open it massive, open up please, there we go. So we've got massive. Just play with all of these, play with all the sounds. Whatever sound we come up with at the end of this tutorial isn't necessarily going to be a good sound. It's probably going to sound like shit, but it's more just to get you to learn. Whatever. Using these basic ones, as in the square saw wave, if it's all the way right, it's going to be the saw wave, because the saw wave's over on the right. If it's all the way on the left, it's going to be the square wave. I'm not really sure with these other ones that are kind of weird digital hybrid waves and chord waves and analog. I'm not really sure. I don't know what the wave looks like itself without any modification to it, so I'm not really sure exactly what's going on, but I mean, you'll just get a different sound switching around between them. And you can also automate this kind of stuff. You can even make this your wobble. We'll get to that. So, I like that sound. We're going to start with that for now. Find a good part of that sound that I like. I'm going to go up to filter 1. Just going to use one filter for this. Let's just start with one oscillator and no modulation, and we're going to get this to wobble. So turn on an LFO, grab the crosshair, I'm going to bring it to the wavetable, and I mean there's different ways to wobble, and we'll go to it. So you see it's kind of a weak little wobble. Let me turn up the volume a little. But you're wobbling. Here's the rate. That faster, slower, or you can sync it, set it. So that's wobbling, eighth notes, quarters, half notes, and it'll stick to whatever tempo you choose. So we'll just start with that for now. I normally don't turn on the sync because it's a lot easier to then automate this in your track, and it sounds a lot smoother transitioning back and forth. So I'm going to turn on, let's go ahead and run with a daft. Turn the cutoff up, and I'm going to add my LFO to the cutoff as well, and we're going to play with this. I don't want that to be the main part of the wobble. I still want a fatter sound on this one, so I'm gonna let that go like that. And let's add a sublayer to this. You can add. Normally, what I do is make a completely different track with a sublayer, but we're gonna add something lower to give this a little more bass. I'm gonna choose a smooth square, and I'm gonna drop it down. To drop down the pitch, you just click on this and drag it, up and down. So, and 12 is an octave, 24 is 2 octaves. And if I want this, I might not want that to do that. Let's leave that. We'll try it. We'll play with it. I mean, this is how this is how you get good sounds. You play with it. You sit here and you dick around for hours, and you figure out what pretty much works, and you apply old ideas, and that attack's kind of weird. So I'm gonna go to the envelope here and bring that back. I'm not really sure why it's doing it like that. mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't really want that huge attack there. I'm going to try a different sound. So, I mean, basically that's it. You know, you can keep playing with it. You got your tubes over here. So always just add a little more sound to it. I like to put the dry, wet, you know, somewhere around there. Play with it. Play with the drive. EQ I normally don't mess with within Massive. I use the channel EQ. I'm not sure if you're using Ableton or whatever else. I'm sure they have a better way to control EQ than going through Massive. I doubt Massive is a good way to go no matter what program you're using. I mean, if you really want just a really intense sound, a really intense high sound, really intense low sound, you can use this, but I don't. Alright, so that's it for now. I'm going to do another tutorial, follow the link, and I'll give you a good sound. I'll also do another tutorial on the ES2, just giving the basics of that. Check it out.